How are you, man?
Back in attack, we've got Bradley Duck, we've got Duck in attack, we've got Bradley Duck.
fat bastard. You fat bastard.
Substitution for Bradford City, coming on number 12, Scott Banks. And coming on number 16, Ryan East.
Just in open space, so just getting here, and if Diaz's right as well gets to it.
We got captain's armband. Diaz with captain's armband. Phillips has come on, 5 at the back.
So back home following a 2-1 win, back to winning ways for Rovers with the second string team. First time away at Bradford for myself. Never got a chance to do it back in the League One. That's the last time we played them competitively. But yeah, a good positive win to get the team back on track really. I was hoping the second string players could come into the team today and put up a really good performance like they did against Hartlepool, showed JDT what they're all about, giving some food for thought. And that's exactly what they did. I was very worried once I saw the lineup to see, Tyler Morton at the back paired with Ainsley. Someone who hasn't played any games for us, Ainsley, and obviously Tyler Morton, a midfielder at centre-back, was concerning to say the least, but it just shows where we are, doesn't it, in terms of our depth, the fact we're having to play a midfielder there. But fair play to them both. I think Ainsley and Morton could have been man of the match, in my opinion. Ainsley looked calm and composed the entire game, dealt with balls in the air quite well, and Morton completely controlled the game from the back. Was being pressed multiple times, would just skip past his man, distribute the ball from the back brilliantly, and he didn't look out of place there at all. Might have to actually play him there at some point this season with the way things are going at the minute with our options, but really good performance from him. And I was worried thinking it was going to end up being a really high scoring game and we'd get exposed at the back seat after seeing them two in defence, but every credit to the pair of them. Played the socks off today, and I think we can comfortably say we deserve that win today. We restricted Bradford to just 2 shots on target, which with that defence is nothing short of brilliant. The first goal scored by Cook, their danger man, is a scrappy goal and there's nothing the defence can really do about that. And the second shot on target forced a good save from Pears. 2 games in a row, he's only had 2 shots on target to face, and he's dealt with another shot on target right at the death of the match, really, after not really having to do anything all game. So fair play to him. Joe Rankin Costello, a really fiery performance from him today. Once we scored that first goal, was first or the second? I think it may have been Dax. Got into Cook's face and was celebrating in front of him. I didn't see what caused that reaction, but I assume obviously once Cook scored, maybe he had something to say. And I think Rankin Costello crunched Cook at one point, and I don't think they were on the best of terms after that. So yeah, I loved the shithousery from him, pinging balls left, right and centre, and was generally quite good today and got stuck in well enough. Edun, another brilliant performance today from him. He still has his mistake or two in his game, which is the only thing that puts me off him, because at championship level you will get punished for that, and there were 1 or 2 mistakes there from him today. But I was speaking to of a friend of a friend's who were Bradford fans, and they were saying that number 7 were brilliant, this, that and the other, really impressive. And he were constantly giving their right-hand side problems, bombing down the left-hand side, and he did look good today. And to be honest, he probably deserves to be getting in over Pickering at this point. If he can get those mistakes out of his game, which he does have, unfortunately, he'll be some player at Championship level, in my opinion. In the middle, Garrett. The first time I've seen Garrett, brilliant. And, I've been saying I don't think we have anyone who could step up and fill in that Travis role if needed. But after tonight's performance, I won't be saying that anymore, because he seems like the type of player who isn't afraid to get stuck in, absolutely crunch someone at one point, and was a controlled performance from him. I was really impressed. Doesn't seem like he's really been in JDT's plans that much. Obviously in the Hartlepool game didn't feature. Featured tonight because Morton was needed at centre-back, but he played his socks off and, in my opinion, was better than Wharton. I think Wharton was a bit sloppy at times today, but still a good 6 out of 7 performance, but probably one of the weaker players today, in my opinion. Marconde getting himself another goal. He looks a real handful, causing their left back all sorts of problems with his dribbling, weaving in and out, just sitting people down in the box. Should have got us a penalty. I do think that foul, he got decked as he was running through on goal, and they give a free kick just outside the box, and it really should have been a penalty from what the Rovers fans were saying anyway. But, we would say that, I guess. But until I've had a second look at it, I would say it was a penalty anyway. So in that sense, I think I'm very happy that we ended up winning 2-1 because it felt just. But a really good performance again from him today, and in my opinion, played much better than Tyrese Dolan, and should be maybe knocking on the door over Tyrese Dolan, because he's been brilliant today and against Hartlepool, whereas Ty's not really been doing much as of late, if you ask me. Again today, a bit quiet. He didn't have a bad game by any means, but didn't impress me as much as Marconde, that's for sure. Bradley Dack doing what Bradley Dack does, coming late into the box, getting another goal. A talisman, isn't he? And, his range of passing was decent again today, controlled the game. And then Vale up front looked a bit more of a handful than he has in the previous competitive games we've had this season. But still didn't manage to get himself a goal. And again, probably one of the weaker performances. Diaz, Gallagher, Buckley, Smodic and Ashley Phillips all get brought on. Not much to say about any of them, really. Didn't make too much of an impact on the game, any of them, to be honest. But no, in terms of Bradford, put up a spirited display, but I think most Bradford fans will accept the fact that, a 2-1 win to Rovers was just and was fair. Richie Smallwood had a very quiet game, barely even realised he was on the pitch, to be honest. And the same could be said for Harry Chapman, unfortunately. We had high hopes to see Harry Chapman, and I hope he does well. Obviously, kind of wasn't hoping he'd do well today against us, but I hope he does do well at Harry Chapman. I've got a soft spot for him, I must say. And then Matty Platt at the back as well, nearly give away a goal. Some really good pressing from Vale, and managed to nick the ball off him, but couldn't make anything of it, unfortunately. But on to the next round of the Cup. I was saying as I was driving down to Bradford with my mate, I was saying, it might not be the worst thing if we were to exit this round. Obviously, the first round saw us get the casualty of Scott Wharton, and, that's completely derailed our defence and has been a massive blow. But, it would be brilliant, wouldn't it, to go on a cup run. If we, draw one of the big boys next round, or even still just get through the next round and then go on to get one of the big boys, it would just be brilliant. Bring a bit of magic around Rovers, which, we haven't had a cup run since Coyle. And, it'd be great to get a Man United or a Liverpool again, wouldn't it? Like we've had in the not so distant past. But yeah, brilliant away day. Glad I did it. Really enjoyed it. And on to Saturday. Thankfully, we got the win today to kind of maybe take some momentum into that game. You know, it won't be an easy game against Stoke by any means, but they are in a poor run of form. So we can hope that we'll bounce back in terms of our league form. Hopefully, you know, some of the players who featured today can feature and bring that positive energy after tonight's result with them. And let's hope for the best. But cheers for watching, guys, and make sure to stick around, like, subscribe, and there'll be more content coming on Saturday for Stoke.